You're going to need a fresh, clean, new piece of matrix paper. What you want to do is have the front and the back 2 inches apart, and then we can measure the crotch distance total between the two of them, and we'll add 4 inches to that. And then of course you can go from the ankle to the side seam at waist and add 4 inches to that as well. Now once you've cut out your matrix paper for your slopers, what I like to do is I'll get them in the middle, I'll get them 2 inches apart, and then I want to line up my grain line with some of the matrix dots, so I will start to move this front towards me until I can line up some matrix dots, and then I'll move this back away from me until I can line up this grain with some matrix dots. And that way I'm making sure that I'm leaving at least 2 inches or more in between the two of them. So go ahead and draw in your grain line for the back as well as the front. Now what we can do is we're going to come in here and we're going to line up the front on the grain line, and we're going to get ready to start tracing this off. What I want to do is I want to come down 1 inch from the top, and I'm going to line up my pattern piece. And then I want to find here where this hip level line is. And I can also just move this down a little bit to the very next row of dots. So then my hip level line is perfect right along these dots here. So now I have the hip level line for both the front as well as the back. I'm going to line this up again. This is my front pattern piece at the hip level line and the grain line, and I can come down here and find the knee level. Now the knee level is not going to line up with dots on the matrix paper, so ignore the dots and make sure that this is perfectly square going across the paper. And then let's go ahead and just double check here with the back. When I line up my back on the grain line as well as the hip level line, you should find that the knee level is exactly the same as from the front. So go ahead and just double check yours now. And continue drawing this all the way through. Now that we have our grain lines, hip level line, knee level line, we want to make sure that everything is totally square. If you don't have a square, you can always use some kind of a thick binder to make sure that you've done this correctly. Make sure you trace off the outside for the front, as well as getting your markings for the grain lines and center front, as well as your darts and the dart tips. On my sloper, I left here the seam allowance for doing a mock fly zipper, but I need to go back into the original center front curve. So I have those marks on here now. I need to come back in here and get my center front all the way to the knee level. And then I want to finish getting this crotch curve. So I have this location, that dot right there in center front. And if you need a reminder, you can always come back to your original sloper to find the curve that you were using and then bring that over here onto your fresh new paper. And let's go ahead and lightly trace off our 2 front darts. Go ahead and trace off your back pattern piece, and make sure you get your marks here for your center back as well as for your darts. And let's go ahead and trace off the 2 darts here at the back. And then just double check one last time. For the front, you have your 2 darts, and you have your center front here inside the pattern piece. And also you traced off the original crotch curve and not the curve here from the seam allowance. For the back pattern, you have your 2 darts here in the waist, and you also have your line here for center back. So far we have our hip level line as well as our knee level line going through the front and the back. We also need to have our crotch level line on the matrix paper. Now, if you recall, this pant sloper is all perfect and balanced. So the tip of this crotch level and the tip of this crotch level are totally parallel with each other. Now, in a perfect world, you should be able to just connect right from the tip of the back crotch curve to the tip of the front and draw a straight line, and that straight line will be parallel with the hip level and the knee level. But just in case when you were cutting out the pattern piece, if you had just slightly changed that, we need to make sure it's back to perfect right now on this new block. So instead of taking a metal ruler and just connecting the whole way, what I want to do is I want to measure down from the hip level to the tip of the crotch at the back and take the same measurement here at the front. Now if those measurements match, I can come in here at the side seams and put a dot, and then I can connect it all the way through correctly. Now when I compare mine, I can see that my front is about 1/16 lower than the back. So I'm going to take a look back at my master slopers. So here I have my front and back. This is the inseam at the ankle. I'm going to line those up, plus the notch here at the knee. And then when I come up here to see where the inseam points are hitting, I can see here where the back is just a 1/16 taller than the front. And I just want to double check to make sure, was this line not perfectly parallel when I cut it out? And I'm seeing here that it just needs a slight fix when I compare it to some matrix dots, and I'm being square with center with the gray line and square with center back. And then I'll go back and I'll fix this on my matrix paper. So here on my back, I've lined up the center front, the knee level, the hip level, as well as this inseam and crotch at center back. I erased the old one, and then I'm just cleaning this up. And then when I remeasure this, this is 3 1/4 plus another little 1/16. So now I can come over here to the middle, in between the 2 side seams. I can get this mark here. So now I know the distance down from the hip level to this crotch point and at the side seam is the same as the front. And I can also see this is totally parallel with my dots. And then I can continue this all the way to the front. And now I can just double check that this new crotch level line is square with the grain line from the front and from the back. At this stage now, we successfully transferred our original front sloper as well as the back sloper, and we double checked everything to make sure it's all nice and squared up and perfect.